Yeah, dear students, good morning to all of you. Am I audible for everybody? Can you please confirm it? Come on, students, all of you. Yes. Okay. Now it is the time to see to move forward. Now it is the time to see to move forward. Okay, students. Yeah. So last session, we have completed the string related operations. How many operations are there on strings? How many operations we can perform on strings? Two operations we can perform. Two operations we can perform. What are those two operations? What are the two? Very good. Indexing and slicing. Indexing and slicing. What do you mean by indexing? What do you mean by indexing, my dear students? Getting a single character. Getting a single character from the given string object is called what? Is called indexing. When we enter wrong indexing, when we enter wrong indexing, or when we enter wrong index, we will get an error. We will get an error called what? Index error. Index error. Okay. Index error will get it. Okay. So when we are going to use a slicing operation, slicing operations, you are going to get it. You are going to get it. Fine. So coming to the point of it, yes, ma, Shravani, I was already explained in the last session only. I was explained in the last session only. With all those kind of things, I was explained already in the class. Okay. So very clearly, I was explained. So yes, operations on string data, see Shravani, which I was explained already. See that slicing operations, see the negative slicing, see in the syntax number 1, syntax negative slicing in the absent of ending, negative slicing in the syntax number 3, negative slicing in the final syntax, negative slicing. I already gave you the perfect rules for you. Perfect rules also I was explained. If the step value is negative, what is happening? Right? I already explained. See that negative slicing, negative step you see, negative step you see, negative step you see, negative step you see, negative step you see. All of them are negative steps only. Right? No, I already explained. Right? I already explained. Okay, good. So coming to the point back, this str data was explained last 2 hours. Yesterday also 2 hours I was explained. So again repeating the same is not that much possible. I already explained. Right. And today's class we are going to talk about the bytes data type. We are in the sequence category data type. str data type was cleared. Right? And next we are talking about the bytes data type. Before the bytes data type, this is our today's session. Today's session I am going to explain in today's class. So next data type is called bytes. Right? Next data type is called bytes. This is my discussion in today's class. Please carefully understand, my dear students. This is called bytes data type. In today's class I am going to explain. And before that, I would like to give you one small point I am going to explain. That is, yes, my Django batch will start. We will intimate to you. When my Django batch will start, you will get a mail. Please understand today's class. Still you have a time. Please don't go for Django now itself. I will tell you when you need to learn Django. I will tell you when Django you need to learn. I will tell you the situation for you. Right now, don't worry about it because you are in the beginning of the programming of Python. So please don't be hurry to learn and don't make your things to be wasted. I'll tell you the guidelines, right? Don't worry. First you complete half of the Python. Later I will guide you. Don't worry, my dear students. Right. Let me go to the bytes data type. And before that, I would like to go for one more thing. One more thing. Chiranjeevi, at the last, I will tell you how to unlock the edit plus key you are asking. No need to go for unlocking. I will tell you that because it's not a subject. Let me proceed with the subject, please. I'll tell you at the end of the session for everybody. Okay. Right. Before going to enter into the bytes, I would like to discuss about some additional concept we are coming across. That is, I'm talking about mutability, mutability and immutability. Mutable and immutable. Mutable and immutable, I want to talk about it. Mutable and immutable concept, I want to talk about it. It's a very, very, very important in our programming of Python. Because every person will ask a question, what is a mutable, what is a immutable? This kind of concepts are going to come in front of you. Let me talk about what is a mutable first. What is a mutable? I will explain first to you what is meant by mutable. What is meant by immutable? I'm going to explain to you first. What is meant by mutable? What is meant by immutable? I'm going to explain. Dear students, very, very simple. Listen, ma, all of you. A mutable object is one. I'm going to say, students, a mutable object is one. Is one. A mutable, the name itself says mute. Mute means what? Changeable. A mutable object is one. A mutable object is one, which allows us to do the changes, which allows us to perform the changes, to perform the changes, to perform the updations, at the same address, This is a very, very, very important point, my dear students. A mutable object is one, which allows us to perform the changes or updations at the same address. A mutable object is one, which allows us to do the changes, which allows us to perform the changes or updations at the same address. This is a very, very important point. Sir, what are the examples of it? I will show you the example, my dear students. Please look at that. Examples are list. List object is one of the mutable object. Next is called set is an example of mutable object. Okay. Dict is an example of mutable object. Dict is an example of mutable object. Okay. Next, if we come to immutable object, now I am going to write it. An immutable object is one which satisfies the following. I am writing, I will show you the example also. An immutable object is one. An immutable object is one which satisfies the following properties. Properties. First listen, what I am explaining, please understand. Please format your old knowledge. Try to follow me. If you go with your own direction, I am not responsible. If you learn my things, you are going to be number one. I'm saying now only. An immutable object is one which satisfies the following properties. First one is what? It never allows us to perform. It never allows us to perform the changes. It never allows us to perform the changes, updations at the same address. First point is that it never allows us to perform the changes at the same address. First one that I will write in the heading, that is never allows us to perform the changes at the same address. One more I'm going to give you. At the same address, it is not going to contain. Suppose if any changes are happening, it will give you some different address will be given. Okay, I will show you with example. If changes are allowed, but the modified value will be available in different address. Okay, if in the bracket, if I write it, if at all, if at all, any changes are allowed, because this is a very sensitive point. If at all any changes, updations, are allowed, then modified values are placed in different address, different address, different address. Let me show you one example, my dear students. Please look at that. All of you, my dear students, please look into that. Go to Python environment, Python 3.10, Python 3.10. Please see, my dear students, A is equal to 10. See, all of you, careful, my dear students. Still, people are going on logging. So 9:20 to 9:10 sharp, I will start. Yesterday, after 3 days vacation, we started little 9:15. Still, people are going on joining. 9:10 sharp, I will start, ma. Please understand and join. A is equal to 10. Print of A, comma, type of A. Come on, how to find the ID, memory address. I forget. How to find the ID? Oh, Dheeraj, very good, ma. ID of A. ID of A. See, my dear student, this is the diagrammatic representation. What is the diagrammatic representation here? A is there and the value is called 10 and it is going to be address is this one. This is an address XXXX 3904. 3904. This is called address. This is called address. See, my dear student. See, my dear student. This is called address, my dear students. I am doing here A is equal to A plus 2 I set. I am modifying. You don't think that it will give error. That means it is allowed to do the changes. It is allowed to do the changes. If at all it is doing the changes, it will be placed in different address. It is placed in different address. A, it is going to contain 12. It is going to contain totally different address. Different address. That means this A was shifted to the modified value. This memory space was collected by garbage collector. Collected by garbage collector. Did you understand garbage collector already in our class? The previous memory space is destroyed and the new memory space is created. At this address, you are not getting modified. At the new address, it is getting modified. I hope you are understanding, my dear students. Now you see A is equal to A plus 2. You see print A of, see, my dear students, this is a 3904, 3968 it is. 3968 is. Earlier A value was removed by the garbage collector at a different address. That is what is the mentioning. If at all any changes or updations are allowed, then modified values are placed in different address. Hence, A int object is what? Mutable or immutable? Is int object is a mutable or immutable? Everybody. Is int object is mutable or immutable? Priyanka, very good, ma. Immutable. It is called immutable. Okay, immutable it is called. Like that, A is equal to 12.34. Print of A. Print of A. A is equal to A plus 23. Print of A. It is going to contain different address. It is going to contain different address. Different address it is going to contain. So float is also called what? One type of immutable. One type of immutable. So coming to the point of it, this is number one. One more is there. One more is there. It never allows to perform item assignment. Item assignment. This is one of the new word for you. It never allows us to perform item assignment. Item assignment. Ajay, I told you now just now, ma, this is, you see, if at all any changes, see, ma, if you ask already the things which is explained, again, if you ask, I can't reply, please. If at all any changes or updations are allowed, then it is modified values are placed in different address. You are asking why different address? Because I told you it is a mutable. Immutable things never perform it is never allows us to perform the changes or updations at the same address. If at all you do the changes, they are available in the different address. Understand English, please. It never allows us to perform item assignment. No item assignments are performed. Let me take one example, my dear students here. Let me take it. Some t is equal to, I am using this brace you see, 10 comma, KVR comma, and next is called what 23.45. See, my dear student, this is called a tuple. It is called a tuple. I will explain tuple in detail. I am explaining the next one. Right? Right, ma? Saloni. Yeah, correct. What you are thinking is, if at all updations are done, updations are done at different address. Let us look at that. T is equal to 10 comma KVR comma 23.45. Now see, print of T comma type of T comma ID of T. You see, that is called a tuple. Tuple is a class and whose ID is like this. Now you print T. What is the index of that? 0th index, first index, second index. Already indexes are explained. Already index concept is explained. 0th index, first index, and second index. Print of T of, what is the index of 0? All of you tell me. Come on, everybody. Indexing of 0, 10. Right? 10. You take any person you take it. The indexing and slicing, they are so worst. But I gave you like anything for you in the last session. Index of 1, you see, that is called a KVR. Index of 2, it gives you what? 23.45. Minus 1, I am giving negative indexes. Negative index, what is the value now? Negative index, 23.45. Beautiful. Is a 2, it done. Next is called 3, is done. Beautiful. Now, I am trying to modify. This index value 10. How do you modify? T of 0 is equal to 100. I am trying to write it. I am trying to modify this value. 10 is replaced with 100. I am trying to assign the value. You will get error. You will get error. See that? Tuple object does not support item assignment. At the same address, modifications are not possible. Does not support item assignment. Does not support item assignment. Hence it indicates tuple is what? Tuple is a mutable or immutable. Does not support item assignment. Tuple is an example of what? Never allows us to perform item assignment. Never allows us to perform the changes or updations at the same address. Performing the things at which address? Different address the operations are performed. At a different address the operations are performed. Right? Examples are, see my dear students, examples I will write it. So many things will come under immutable. Inter comma, float comma, next is called what? Str comma, next is called what? Tuple comma, next is called set. Set is a both mutable and immutable. I will show you, etc. Let me show you one small example for mutability. I will show you. Let us see, students. I am taking this as something like this. I will take something like, I'm taking something like this. What is it? See that carefully. Observe it. Here I am taking L is equal to L. List kind of mechanism I am taking. Print of. I am writing here. Print of L comma. What is this? Type of L comma. ID of L. So I'm getting this list type here. ID is called 5392. See, my dear students, print of L of 0. Indexing. We are so perfect in indexing. Of what is this? What is this? 1. Of what is this? 2. Of what is this? -1. See, my dear student, -2. See, my dear student, -3. See, my dear students, I want to change this 100, 10 to 100. Happily, L of 0 is equal to 100. I am saying. Yes, perfectly allowed. Here you are getting an error called not allowed. Print that ID, print that data once again. See, my dear students, 100 is modified. At which address? Same address. Same address. Same ID, modifications are performed. I want to change this KVR as row sum. L of what? 1 is equal to, L of 1 is equal to, you can modify with a negative address also, -1 and -2, I can say. -2 is equal to, row sum, I can say, row sum. Row sum I am saying, right? See students, of print L, same address, 5392, see that modified. Hence, did you understand, my dear students, this practical example? Did you understand, students, this example? Come on, ma, all of you, please. Done. Perfect. Let us go back. Let us go back. So it is comes under list set. Like that, I am going to show everything in the class. Everything in the class. A mutable object is one which allows us to perform the changes, updations at the same address. Same address. An immutable object is one which never allows us to perform the changes which satisfies. No changes at the same place and never performs the item assignment. These are the examples. Let us. It is a daily this concept will be continued in front of you. Daily this concept is coming in front of you. Yes, ma. Sohel. Set is an example of both the immutable as well as mutable. I will explain now. I will explain because already we know that data types, when you come to set, I will explain set category. We are in the sequence category data types only. So let us go to the next data type called bytes. So I hope that mutability and immutability concept is clear. I hope that mutability and immutability concept is clear. I will keep a some separate folder for that. Mutable, immutable. So this is the, whenever you forget, I will open this folder for you. Then I will show you this message so that this will be continuously going to come in front of you. Now I am going to introduce the another data type called bytes. Yes, ma'am, mutable example, my dear student, read me note. I hope you are not following me. I'm giving the examples here. I'm showing that, Pooja. I will give you my daily from now onwards. I'm going to speak about it. I'm going to speak about this. From now onwards, I'm going to explain. I'm going to mutable. Read me note 9. If you carefully follow, this is called example. This is called examples. Listen. You need to listen me. Without listening me, how can it is possible, ma? Please follow me. So try to listen the class so perfectly. Right? So again asking, what is assignment? So what I told, where are you listening? You see that I already shown you. Supriya, you see, ma? Assignment means what? Assigning the right hand side value to the left side variable. Assigning. Here you see item assignment. I already shown you. Whatever I am explaining, you are asking again the same thing. It's very difficult for me to have like this. Already explained. Again, if you ask me, I can't do anything else for it. Already explained here. After my explanation only, I'm showing you that. Right? Take care of that. Now I'm going for the bytes data type. Coming to the point back once again. How many data types under sequence category? How many data types under sequence category? Here sequence category. The sequence category data types are 4. 4 data types. In the beginning only I told you, if you listen my class carefully, you will become an expert. If you did not listen, I can't do anything else for it. STR data type is completely explained. STR organization, STR operations, STR indexing, STR slicing, everything. Now I'm going for what? Bytes data type now. Okay. So the purpose of sequence category data type is to store sequence of values. To store sequence of values. So you have seen sequence of values, how we organized in bytes. Now I am going for bytes data type. This is what we are entering into today. As usual, carefully students, follow me. Bytes is one of the, as usual, it's a universal statement I am writing. E is one of the predefined class. E is one of the predefined class. And it is treated as sequence data type. Sequence data type. It is treated as what data type? sequence data type. Treated bytes is one of the predefined class and it is treated as sequence category data type. Sir, what is the purpose of bytes? Very, very simple. The purpose of every person will ask the data types like anything. The purpose of bytes data type is that to organize, to store, or what? To store the what is that? To store the numerical values, numerical integer values. See guys, numerical integer values. To store the numerical integer values ranges from 0 to 256 minus 1. 256 minus 1 means 0 to 256. Always keep in mind when you are getting lower bound and upper bound, 99% of the times in Python, it will take end minus 1. Like our yesterday's class, begin comma end. It will take end minus 1 means 256 minus 1. It will take up to 255 values. Right? That is, I'm writing it stores numerical positive integer values. That too, numerical positive integer values ranges from it stores the numerical positive integer values ranges from 256 minus 1. 256 minus 1. What is this? Open. 256 minus 1 only. 256 minus 1 only. That is nothing but 255. Ranges from 255 only. From now onwards, if any such ranges are coming, just conclude that Tamaina. You just don't go for your own description by yourself. Please follow me carefully. Don't prepare your own theory by yourself. This is my advice. Tamanna, some student name. Don't prepare your own concept, because if you say that concept anywhere else, they will say wrong simply. Don't prepare by yourself, my dear students. Understand me, right? And don't mind because of my words. Because if I don't tell you, because no, what I'm saying is don't tell sorry, ma, because I want to keep you on the correct track. Okay, might be somewhere else or the hard you like that, but it is going to be completely blunder. Okay, please follow my guidelines. I want to make you as an expert. Please follow me. Yeah. So coming to the point of here, bytes is one of the predefined class. It is used to store the sequence data type. What values it can store? Numerical positive integer values ranges from 0 to 256. That means a 256 minus 1 only it will take. Only positive values we can store. Right? So coming to the point of it, so see that one person is asking this question. What is this understanding? I don't know. Whether this person read the notes or not, I don't know. Who is this person? Soloni. Sir, str class also used to store sequence of numerical data. Did I say that? Is it blunder or not? It is called a very big mistake. It is a big mistake this is. Did I say that numerical data? Did I say that numerical data, my dear students? Did I say that, my dear students? Why unnecessarily you will go for like that? Soloni. Which data it can store? Sequence of which data it can store? Soloni. str data, string data it is used to store. Then why are you going for numerical data? If you say like that, well, whether I have to respond to you or not, I don't know. I'm getting a doubt about it. So big mistake, it's a blunder. Please don't post that type of messages. Your time waste, you have typed this much of message. So I did not say, you are feeling by yourself. So please listen what I am explaining. If anything wrongly posted, I cannot respond to it. Please understand, right? Take care of it. Right. Good. Coming to the point of it here. So bytes data type stores what? Numerical positive integer values ranges from 0 to 256. It stores numerical positive integer values ranges from 0 to 255 only. 256 minus 1. Right. See, my dear students, as we have seen that string data, you go for string data. What is the symbol for, what is the notation? What is the notation for organizing, organizing str data? Come on, my dear students, answer my question. What is the mechanism? Very good, super. Students are giving single quotes. See, double quotes like this. I can use like this also. I can use like this single quotes also. You can use. I can use like this triple double quotes also. Triple double quotes also. Triple double quotes also. I can use a triple single quotes also. Triple single quote also. Here I am using triple single quote also. This is the way which we have learned like this. Yes, ma'am. Very good. Very good. This is the notation for organizing string data. But as far as the bytes data type is concerned, there is no such symbolic notation is available. Actually, the real-time implementation of this bytes data type is using in the network programming, using in the remote programming. Best example is your WhatsApp. You take your WhatsApp. The data is internally passing in the form of bytes. In the form of bytes. You are getting a message in your WhatsApp. I will explain in my class network programming concept. I'm going to explain. Client side programming, server side programming. I will explain separate programming in my class. See where I am going to explain, network programming topic is there. Network programming topic is there. There is a client server side programming. I am going to explain. There you are going to get once again the data type called bytes. So end-to-end encryption, to send the data in a secrecy of the manner, I will use internally bytes data type. I am going to explain in detail with the practical implementations like sending the messages from one machine to another machine. Internally it is visiting in the form of bytes data. My dear students, today is a very, very important data type. Try to understand carefully. So as I just now explained it, string is having a notation for organizing the data, but bytes data type does not have any symbolic notation, for organizing data, for organizing the data. Bytes data type does not contain any symbolic notation for organizing the data. But how, sir? But we can convert. Bytes data type does not have any symbolic notation for organizing the data, but we can convert the data of any type. But we can convert the data of what? Any type into which type? Bytes data type by using what? Bytes function. First time you are listening this. By using what type? Bytes function. This is a very, very important word I would like to give you. Because it may be little bouncing, but it is quite easy. I will make it quite easy. Bytes data type does not have any symbolic notation for organizing the data, but we can convert data of any type into bytes data type by using which function? Bytes function. My dear students, already you heard some conversion. Bin function, oct function, we already explained. Hex function, we converted from one type to another type or not? One base to another base or not? Like that, we are going to get another type of value can be converted into bytes type by using which function? Bytes type function. Because the first time you are listening a complex data type, that's why you need to be patiently try to listen. So we don't have any symbolic notation for converting, for representing the data into bytes. For example, if I go to the tuple data type, for example, tuple data type, there is a symbolic notation like braces. For example, if I go for a listed data type, we use a symbolic notation like the square brackets. If I want to go for a set data type, we use a symbolic notation called curly braces. If I want to go for str data type, there is a symbolic notation called a double quotes, single quote, and a triple double quotes, and next a triple single quote is there. But for the bytes is concerned, there is no symbolic notation. That's why we are converting other data type value into bytes. Sir, how to do it, sir? Can you show me? Yes, now I am going to show you that. Let us go to the Python environment, my dear students. Let us take it. I am taking t is equal to, I am taking one tuple. I am taking one tuple. I am taking one tuple. So coming to the point back, I'm going to say t is equal to square. I'm using this braces because this is a notation for tuple notation. I will explain tuple in data type because we are in the data type part called what? Bytes. Later list will come, tuple will come. Further, I'm going to discuss, my dear students. Okay, so coming to the point of it, t is equal to 10 comma 20 comma 30 comma 256 comma what 0 something like 34 comma 0. This is my data. For example, this is my data which I am organizing many values into t. Okay, this type is what? This type is what? T comma type of t I am taking. This is the data what we have. What is the type here? A tuple. I have a symbolic notation called this braces. This I am converting into what? Bytes type. Variable name b is equal to bytes of, it is the predefined function. Pass your object t. You pass the object t, which I am converting the byte type t object. Tuple type I am converting into what type? Bytes type. Bytes type. Please see that now, students. Bytes type. What is it? Error. Why error? Value error. Why error? Because you have 256. Allowed or not allowed? Allowed or not allowed? Range is of that. It is not allowed. Okay. Error. One more thing I want to show you. See, students. I will say 255 only. 255 only. Minus 20 I am passing. Minus 20. Is negative values allowed or not allowed? Is negative values allowed or not allowed? Quickly. Not allowed. Okay. But a tuple will allow. Now you try to convert. Bytes of t. I am trying to convert with negative values. It is not going to allow. Error will come. Again, error will come. Value error. Bytes must be in the range of this only. Positive numerical integer values between this. Okay, sir. Now you go for it. Now minus 20 you remove. 25, 255 only you take it. See, all of them are positive values. 0 onwards, 255 only allowed. Now you press enter key. Now you say bytes of print t here. Bytes of yes, perfectly it is done. Perfectly it is done. It is converted perfectly. So I'm going to give you the clarity on my concept here. Allows us to take the values up to 255. Numerical positive integer values only. Bytes data type does not have any symbolic notation for organizing the data. But we can convert the data of any type into bytes data type by using which function? See, bytes of. What is the syntax here? Variable name is equal to bytes of. Come on, you can convert. Yes, I will tell you, ma, Pavan Kalyan. I am going to tell you. So you are asking this question, Pavan Kalyan. Please keep your intelligence, ma. Please keep your intelligence, my dear student. See, before asking the doubt, you have to think twice, ma. STR is going to contain what? Alphabets. Alphabets. Can I convert to bytes, Pavan Kalyan? Please put your doubts, please. It should be so, what do you call, it should be so genuine. Suppose there is a thing called what? There is a thing called what? Here, STR is not possible. STR is not possible. See, I told that. I told any type of data type, but it should be genuine. Right? Okay. If you think like that, helpless, that is. Right? It is completely blunder, not possible at all. So Hyderabad is called STR. Can I convert it to bytes? No, we cannot. Possible conversion, I can say. Possible conversion. So we should not go like that. A student should become a businessman. A student can become a software engineer. A student can become a listen first of all. A student can become a software engineer. A student can become a businessman. A student can become a CEO. That is genuine kind of thing. So if you ask irrelevant questions, I can't do anything else. Right? Leave it. Coming to the point back, any type, data of any type into bytes data type by using bytes here. So coming to the point of it, I am writing here object. I will write it. Which objects we are going to give it? I am going to give you the clarity on this. Maybe something like a tuple object, maybe a list object we are going to take, because I am going to introduce after this type conversion techniques. I am going to introduce. Right. Next, I'm going to move forward. Bytes data type does not have any symbolic notation for organizing the data, but we can convert the data of any type into bytes type by using bytes function. And I'm giving the bytes function here. Right. And moreover, the moment when I print this data, now I'm going to print of, as I printed t comma type of t, it is printing the data like this. It is of tuple. Listen all of you. Fine. So Shravani is asking this doubt. See, by seeing your doubt, I'm getting a doubt whether you will cope up with your career or not. Sir, range is a 255. Why it is not giving the error when the range must be 0 to 256? She is asking, when 256 is there, it is giving an error, it seems. Why it is giving an error? That range from 0 to 256. It is an error, ma. It is an error. I am saying that it is an error. 256 allowed. Is 256 is allowed? Shravani, is it an error? Is it an error? It is a tuple, it is an error. But when you are converting into bytes, bytes cannot organize. This is an error. Here it is an error, my dear student. Please take care. By yourself. This is an error. Okay. So please improve your reading power. Improve the reading power, please. Right. Coming to the next part is here. Next part. If you want to go for decimal values, here I said numerical integer values. If you want to go for decimal values, we are using one more type of concept is there, that is called a random module we are using. What is that module name? Random module. I am going to explain. That time we are going to organize decimal values also. It can organize. As far as the bytes is concerned, it organizes only which values? Integer values only it can organize. Okay? Right. Prashant Bison, did you understand that? Bytes data type allows only integer values. And to organize the decimal values, we have the one more concept is there in the further one by one, that is called random module can organize. Random concept will organize. One by one I will explain, because all at once I cannot explain. And one more thing. So I am going to give you the concept here. I was printing the data, print t of type of t. The values are printed like this. The values are printed tuple type. Whenever I print b comma, type of b, right? So coming to the point of it, B is equal to bytes of T, B comma type of B. I told already the purpose of B. When you send the data over the network, your normal data, plain data is internally converted into the plain. This is called plain data. It is internally converted into the cipher text, encrypted format, Rishi, listen this, what I am saying that. What you are saying is called plain data. Whatever you represented, it is printed like this. When you convert into bytes, this normal data is converted into an encrypted format, cipher text format, which you cannot understand when it is visiting over the network. Where I'm going to address this type of programming, in the network programming, this bytes data type will come into picture. So bytes data type real-time implementation is to convert your plain data into the cipher text or encrypted format. When I print this now, you can't understand the data present inside of it. Press enter key. Press enter key. What I'm getting, you see, B stands for bytes. B stands for bytes. It is not 0B. Don't try to post the doubt. 0B, no. It is just called B. B stands for bytes. This is the data which is getting. This is not in a understandable format. Which type of data type it is? Bytes. That means in your network programming, what is the data you are typing in a plain text? What is the data you are typing in a plain text? It is just converted into what? Cipher text format it is converted. Cipher text format it is converted. Just for a minute, ma. Just for a minute. Coming to the point back, here this is the data which we are having what here? Encrypted format this is. In general, tomorrow I'm learning Django or any data science to send the data, confidential data from one machine to another machine, from one machine to another machine, from one machine to another machine, from one machine to another machine. You are going to get it. You are going to get it in the form of what? Encryption format it is going to send. Encryption format it is going to send. I hope you are understanding what I'm trying to say to you. Okay, what is the type of it? Bytes type. So by default, when I convert the normal data into bytes, it is just giving in the form of what? Encrypted format. Encrypted format it is going to give you. But you may feel that, right. That's what I'm saying, man. Nasir. That's what I'm saying. When I'm going to send the data from one machine to another machine, remote machine, the plain data what you are entering, over the network, when it is visiting, it is going to be converted into bytes type. Bytes type. Understand? Think like a real-time programmer. Convert into bytes type and reaches to the destination, and from the destination when it is coming to the source, again converted that normal data into bytes. We are using that encryption and decryption. I am going to explain in the network programming. Encryption and decryption I am going to explain in the network programming, because we are in the data types part only. So there is a lot of things to discuss with me. There is a lot of things what I am going to explain now. My dear student, then, sir, how to show this data then? Then how to see this data? Can you show the data at present? Yeah, definitely I can show you. How to see this data now? There is one type of mechanism which is available in Python programming, which you can see the data that is possible for the Python programmer to see in your machine. So bytes is containing, byte is containing, see carefully, this is the bytes data, B it is organizing your data as what? 10. Next is called organizing the data 20. It is like an array only. 30. Next is called 255. Next is called 255. Next is called 34. Next is called 34. Carefully watch it. It is going to contain the value called what? 0. Irrespective of the type of numerical values we have, we converted. This is called what, you know? This is called 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. This is called -1, this is called -2, -3, -4, -5, and then -6. Indexing and all these things, right? You can retrieve this data. By default, whenever I printed, it is printing the data in the encrypted format. You can print this data by using one concept which I am going to tell you. It is too early to discuss with you. I am using for loop, my dear student. For loop I am using. For loop I am using, which I am going to explain in the further. After 1 week, I am going to explain control structures in Python. For loop, while loop, like that. What is the for loop at this stage to make you to understand quickly? Understand, dear students, this class is little difficult in today's because first time you are seeing this advanced data type. Because of course I am not boasting about my class. Most of the people will think that Python is nothing but only, they will think that Python is only three data types, they will say, into, float, bool. That is over. That's why they are not getting the jobs. But the data types in Python are 12 data types because our Python is towards the data science. After learning Python, we have to become a data scientist. That is the orientation of this class. That's why carefully go on following me. You will become a wonderful student. Now, what I'm doing is, look at that. Now you follow me. I told already, don't go in your own direction. Don't go in your own direction. If anything wrongly posted, I will not respond. 101% I am saying. 101%. If anything is irrelevant, I cannot respond. If anything relevant, I will respond it. That is the one thing I have to say. Okay, right. Sudarshan, take care of that, ma. For you only, I am saying that. Now coming to that, so str of b, these are all called, I did not explain. If you are writing on your own, please take care by yourself. I'm not going to respond. I will explain those things in my standards. Okay, in my standards, I will explain. Actually, I don't want to take out the name also. I will explain in my standards. Please follow me. That's it. Now coming to the point of it, I want to print this data. How I will print this data? In for loop, I will use it. For loop means in for loop is nothing but in Python, some simplified format is given. For some v in b, for v in b, that is called for each loop, it is called indent, some symbol I am writing, colon. What is the meaning of it? Some space I will give. Print of v, print of v. Because this data type is very, very critical and understanding is also important. Print of v. What is the meaning of this for loop? Each value of b kept in v. What is the first value of b? 10. 10 kept in, 10 will keep it in where? V. What is the first value printed here? 10. What is the second value of b? Is kept in v. What is the second value kept in here? 20. What is the next value of b? Next value of b? 30. 30. Each value of b? 30. Next third, next fourth, next third. All value by value will be kept here. Like that, all the values are printed. Did you understand, students, this part of this for loop? Each value of b kept in v until all the elements are over. Like that, when you have a biscuit packet with you, you are eating the biscuit packet one by one. One by one, you are eating that biscuits. It is nothing but what? Eating that biscuit one by one. It is nothing but you are applying the for loop only. Let me print it here for v in b. V in b. Don't worry about the for loop. I will explain in detail for you. Don't worry right now. See that colon is called indentation symbol, we can call. I will explain indentation. I will explain indentation symbol very detailed. Because if I don't show you the output here, you will feel that sir did not show you that. Did not show the output. That's why. Now you are getting some symbol is coming dot and press one tab. Print of v. Print of v. Now see the answer now. You are getting, again press enter key. You are getting the answer 10, 20, 30, 255, 34, 0. That means whatever the way you are organizing the data, same way this data is organizing. Whatever the way you are having the data in the tuple, same way that is organized in bytes also. Now You see, print of, once again I am saying, B of 0, B of 0. Indexing, I am going to say indexing B of 0. 0th index, first index, second index, third index, fourth index, fifth index. What is the B of 0? It is a value 10. B of what? Minus 1. What is the value here? Minus 1 is nothing but 0. 0. It is nothing but 0. B of minus 2 is nothing but what? 34. 34. One by one value we are getting. One by one value you are getting. Again, I am trying to print. Slicing operation I am going to print. So 2 colon, something like, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am writing here called 5. I am saying 5. You are going to get again encrypted format, you will get it. Encrypted format you are getting, you cannot understand. Group of values you cannot understand. How to print then? For V in where? B of 2 colon 5, 2 colon 5, indentation symbol, enter tab of V. See that, my dear students, values are coming here. 30, 255 and 34. This is called what? Slicing operation. See, my dear students, on the object of what? Bytes data type, on the objects of byte data type, on the objects of byte data type, we can perform indexing and what? Slicing operations. Slicing operations. Yes, ma. Pooja, I will do it, ma. After finishing these properties, after typing these properties, I will go for pasting the examples. Don't worry. Slicing operations. Slicing operations. On the object of bytes data type, we can perform indexing and slicing operations. One more point I will write it. An object of bytes data type maintains insertion order. That means whichever order we are organizing the data. See, this is the data originally organized. In the same order only the data is coming. Whatever the order you are saying, in the same order only the data is coming. In the same order only the data is coming. Here you are coming to this point. Whatever the way you are organizing the data, in the same order we are going to get it. Right? So coming to the point back here, I am going to give you the clarity in this case. An object of bytes data type maintains insertion order in the bracket. Insertion order is nothing but, maintaining insertion order is nothing but, or I can write in other words, in whichever order we insert the data, in the same order, we can, in the same order, the data will be displayed. In the same order, data will be displayed. I hope you are understanding. An object of bytes data type maintains insertion order. In other words, in whichever order we insert the data, in the same order, data will be displayed, which is known as what? Insertion order maintenance. I am using this for loop to show you the data. That's it. Right? If I print the object B, it is printing in the encryption format. Value by value, if I use it, value by value, it will permit to show. That's why I'm using one for loop. It is nothing but, after all, something like a repeatedly values are printing, separate values. You see, separate values I'm printing, getting. But to print all the values at once, I'm printing one for loop. C language for loop. If you just try to understand, I will explain for loop, I said again. I will explain for loop again, I said. Right? Okay, Soundarya, you see, already I shown you. And you are asking the same doubt. What after I explained, you are asking the same doubt. Please change your style of asking the doubt. Print of B, it will print the data like this. 2 times I am seeing, you are asking the same thing. What is the difference between this one you are asking? You opt, this is 2 to 3 times I am seeing that. So please take care by yourself. Please take care by yourself. This is already you asked it. Again, you are asking. What is the difference between print of B and print of V in B? I told you already here. Print of B, for you, again, I am explaining. Print of B, if you say it is printing the data in the encryption format. Whenever I say print V in B, it is printing the original data. It is there in front of your eyes. So if you don't understand this, I can't do anything, Amma. So please take care, my dear students, please. So once you put a doubt, it should be so genuine so that I can understand. I can understand. You can take in place of V, you can write your own variable also. You can write your own variable also, no problem. Right. Fine. Coming to the point of it, next, I'm going to print once again. Print the ID of it. Print the ID of it. Print B of. It is going to print the ID. Type of B, comma, ID of B. ID of B you see. Now see, it is going to be containing the ID called 9168. The data is available at this address called 9168. Now, I told you print of B of 0. Indexing I said you are printing that 10 is coming. Now I want to modify that. 10, I want to modify as 100. Now see that B of 0 is equal to 100. See that, understand one error is coming and need to tell immediately what it is. Type error. Bytes object does not support item assignment. Hence, bytes object is what type? Bytes object is what type? Yes. Excellent. Immutable, immutable, immutable. 90% of the students are giving the answers like anything. And I can't say 2 to 3% of the students are going in something their own direction. I can't do anything else. Immutable, because I already discussed immutability. Immutable object is one which never allows us to perform item assignment. So here I'm going to say this point is called what? I'm going to give you the clarity. An object of, see my dear student, an object of bytes belongs to what? Belongs to what? Immutable. Belongs to what? Immutable. An object of bytes belongs to immutable. Why immutable? I will take care. Bytes object belongs to what? Never allows item support, because bytes object does not support item assignment. Because in the property part, I told you, immutable object never allows us to perform item assignment. See my word. Never allows us to perform item assignment, because in written test point of view, you will come across these technical words. Yes. Fine, students. Is it clear? Is it clear about my description? Is my concept is clear? I will take this example. From this place onwards, I will take this example. From the beginning, Pooja, Seema, I'm taking this example. Very good, crystal clear, very nice. Example, I am going to paste it. All these things, every example, I will put it into my classroom. Pooja, I'm keeping that, I'm pasting this example, ma. See that. I will go for one by one. Once again, I will show you this. This is a tuple type, because other type of data this is. I'm going to convert it. Converting into what type? Bytes type. It is an error. It is an error. Why it is an error? Because there is a 256 is there, not allowed. One more time I am taking, I'm giving some gap of value, I am giving. Again, I am taking this a tuple value. Tuple can organize everything. You don't worry about the tuple. You are trying to convert again. You are getting an error again here. 0 to 256, because negative value is there, not allowed. Okay. Negative value is there, not allowed. Now you take properly. This is called like this. This is called like this. Convert into that. Yes, converted, my dear students. And this is going to be called as like this. And now, if I print it, it is called encrypted format. Encrypted format. Very easily I'm explaining. And I'm printing the data. My dear student. I'm printing, my dear student. For looping is nothing but repeatedly printing this value by value. How it is done? If 10 values are there in B, first value kept in V, printing. Second value kept in V, printing. Third value kept in V, printing. It is repeated. Taking the value, keeping it, printing. Taking the value, keeping in V, printing. Like a biscuit is containing 15 biscuits. How many times you will eat? First time, second time, third time, fourth time, until total biscuits are over or not? Taking biscuit by biscuit. What you are applying in normal life, for loop you are applying, like that we are getting it. This is an output you are getting. This is an output you are getting. This is an output you are getting. This is called indexing operation you are performing. Indexing operation you are performing. So indexing operation you are performing. And this is a B of -2. Negative indexing also we are applying. Slicing operation you are applying, you are getting that encrypted data. That's why the slicing data also you can print it. Slicing data also you can print it. Yes, slicing data also printed. And that ID also you are printing. And I'm showing the mutability part of it. You see that B of 0. I'm trying to modify. I'm trying to update. Now I'm trying to update. You are getting an error again. You are getting an error again. What is that error? See, my dear student, you are getting item assignment does not support, because bytes is what type? Bytes is what type? Is going to be called what? Immutability is available. I hope you are understanding what I'm talking. Dear students, I hope that it is more clear for you. Is it more clear for you, students? Is it more clear? Right. You want one more example? I will give you. I will give you one more example. Let us students take care. Now, yes, ma, look at L is equal to some list is equal to, I'm taking that. See students, 10, 20, 30, comma, KVR. I'm writing KVR within the double quotes. Okay, then that is 34 and then 56, 78, like that I'm having the value. Print of L comma, don't worry about the list. I will explain the list, ma. I will explain the list. It is organizing any type of values printed in the same order. I'm trying to convert into bytes of L. I'm converting the list object into bytes type. Fine. Simple, ma. Ketan, upcase. Encrypted format is nothing but human unreadable format. Human unreadable format is called encrypted format. More about that I will tell you, ma. Encode, decode mechanisms I'm going to explain. I said now in network programming I will explain. My dear students, listen very carefully. I will explain that. Right? Right? Fine. Coming to this B of converting, you will get error. Why error? str object cannot be interpreted as an integer. You have string data. It cannot be interpreted as an integer. No, because bytes can organize only integer values. Now you cannot interpret. Error. Okay, sir. Now go. Now remove this. Remove this value you remove. Now it is happily allowed. Now you take one value somewhere else, a 0 you take it, sir. Now somewhere else you take it as a 255 you take it, sir. Now print of L1, right? You are getting the data like this. Now you convert it. Bytes of L. Will it be converted or not? Will it be converted or not? Quickly, everybody. Yes. It is converted. Now print of B comma type of B, comma ID of B. See, my dear students, this is the data which is in the encrypted format, whose ID is called 1472, which is of type bytes. On this part, we can say print B of 0. Print B of 0. It is going to print the data in what? First index value 0. Second index value called -1. It is going to print the data. Last one, -1. Okay. Now, how do you print this data? You see, if you try to print all at once, it is not coming all at once like this, because it can't disclose the total data at once. Individually, you can do it, but you can't do it. That's why I used one for loop. What is the for loop will do? Each value of B kept into one variable. For K in B. What is the K? After all, one variable. What is the B? object of alka baswa. I will explain, ma. Follow me. I will give you everything. Yes. K in B, enter key, colon, enter key, and your cursor is waiting. Please press one tab. Print of K. Print of K. Look at that. Print of K. See that answer? All the well 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Values are coming. I want some reverse order. Reverse order. I want to get it. Reverse order. Yes, how do you do it? Reverse order. I forget already. I forget. I say B colon minus 1. Already you are understanding. Already you understand. Come on. Step value negative. Step value negative. Beautiful. Yeah. Very good. 80% of the students are so perfect. Yes. Now see that print of K. See that how it is printing? Reverse order it is coming. 255. See, beautiful explanation yesterday I told you. Yes. With a negative step. With one more example I will give you. With 2 elements I want. 2 elements in forward direction. 0, 2 elements. 30, 34, 78. Alka, busway. Seema, 2. See that? Print of what? K. Yeah, this type of things I will explain. Seema. 10, 2 elements. 2 elements I am getting. Beautiful. 2 elements I am getting. Beautiful. So this is a way how you can do these operations. I hope you are understanding what I am trying to say. I hope what you are understanding I am saying here. Minus 2. See that now. What is coming? From the bottom side onwards, 2 elements. 255. 56. Next is called what? Next is called 0 and 20. Reverse direction, 2 elements. Did you understand? Dear students, did you understand, ma? All of you? Excellent. Okay, thank you. B of 0 is equal to 200. Allowed or not allowed? Allowed or not allowed? Is it allowed or not allowed? Yes, ma. Thank you. Is it allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. Why it is not allowed? Because it is called immutable. See that error, please. See that error. Understand everything so perfectly. See, ma. At the beginning, when I'm introducing the topic beginning, you will get a lot of confusions and doubts. But when you are going on listening continuously, I will clarify all the doubts because I'm teaching from last 10 years this Python, 25 years onwards Java. So come on to the point of it. Ankit, post your doubt, ma. Post your doubt. I'm seeing that. So coming to the point of it, go to this level. I will take this example once again. Get it this point of it. One more example, I'm going to paste it. See, my dear students, this is another example with a list category. So you are getting this bytes, you are getting an error. So see that str object cannot be interpreted. Okay. Now you are taking this point here and the bytes here. I'm getting this information and bytes of L. Yes, print the data here. Yes, got it. Print B of this. 10 I got it. B of minus 1. 255 I got it. And right now you see this output is coming. 255. This is the output we are getting. Right. And then for loop with a reverse order. See that any variable name you can take in place of this. How this for loop is taking each element in reverse direction kept into this. So coming to the Python, coming to this level of it, it is going to coming into this. Coming to the point of it. Right. Coming to, yes, ma, Ankit. I already told you, Nama. Ankit, I already told you. What I told you, Ankit? If it is printing individual value, it will give you the value. If you print any slicing, multiple values are there. Na? Multiple values means definitely the result will come in what format? Encrypted format it will come. If it is a single value, you will get the value directly. If it is a multiple values in bytes, you will get the encrypted format. I told you that. That is a property of it. Okay, right. Coming to the point back, here I said 255. The data will be in this. Coming to the point of it, next is this one. Output is, see that it is in the forward direction, two elements. Reverse direction, two elements. Beautiful. Now, Redmi, explain B is equal to 20. What is this B is equal to 20? It is not B is equal to 20. It is not B is equal to 20. My dear student, Redmi, that's what, because these doubts are so inconvenient for me. It is not B is equal to 200, my dear student. See that B of 0 is equal to, because item assignment is not supported. Why it is not supported? Because I already explained. Mutability, immutability, already explained. Redmi Note 9, if you understand, it is an immutable, because everything what you are getting the doubt, I already explained. That's why some of the doubts I cannot entertain. And I cannot entertain, because once you listen that, you will not get a single doubt. That is, of course, why I am saying this much confidently is because I have seen some lakhs of students in my teaching career. If you carefully follow me, you will never get a single doubt, because my explanation will reach to the nano level, micro level doubts. If you enjoy that, you will not get a single doubt in my class. So I gave you the explanation for bytes related and then etc. I hope it is more clear for you. Dear students, now let me ask a question. Which of the data types will give you the data in the encrypted format? Which of the data types will give you the data in encryption format? Which data type? Bytes. Super. Where are we using this in this? This data type, we will use it in the network programming. I am going to use it. Network programming, I am going to use it. Once again, this will come in the network programming. In WhatsApp implementation also, this bytes data type is available. In net banking applications also, this type of data type is available. Okay. Bytes data type is a mutable or immutable? Bytes data type is a mutable or immutable? Is immutable. Why it is immutable? Why it is immutable? Because it never allows what? Item assignment. Never allows item assignment. I will give you, after the data types are over, I will give you a table of table, which is a mutable, which is an immutable. By the time you will be understanding like anything. Okay, right. Next, one more kind of thing I would like to ask you this here. Bytes data type organizes the data from where to where. It organizes the data from where to where. Quickly, it organizes the data from 0 to 256. Super. It organizes the data from 0 to 256. Is 256 is included? Is 256 is included? No. What is included? Only 255 is included. 255 is included. That's it. Very good. So 0 to 255 only included. 256 will not come into picture. Can I organize negative values with the bytes data type? Can I organize negative values with the bytes data type? No. So you will get a doubt immediately. Sir, how to organize the negative values? I have a concept, I have a concept. Don't worry. How to organize the negative values? I will explain in the class. Don't worry. Everything is there in front of you. Everything I will explain. Only thing is you carefully go on listening and respond to my questions. Right. Ultimately, this is bytes data type. I hope it is more clear. I hope it is more clear. Coming to the next data type, I am going to talk about it. What is the next data type I am having? Byte array data type I want to talk. Which is a very, very easy, my dear students. Very, very easy, my dear students. See that. Next category data type is called byte array. Byte array data type it is going to be. See how easy you will feel, because we learned the data type called byte very perfectly. Right. Look at students. I will give you one clarity here. Note I am going to write it because yes, ma, Pooja, overloaded. Don't think like that, ma. Don't think like that. So try to learn more and more content in a day. Right? Don't think like that. Please have some space in your brain. So daily try to attend 1 hour 40 minutes minimum in my class. So let us go to the byte array. Don't habituate to attend only 1 hour class. Habituate, already it is 1 hour 20 minutes. Still 10 more minutes I will continue. Because try to attend long classes because everything is practically showing in the class now. That's why. So please attend the class completely. Okay. Right. Let us see. I'm not taking much time on it because let me complete the byte array once. The functionality of byte array. See, my dear students, how simple it is. I'm not going to keep much strain on your brain. See, the functionality of byte array is exactly similar to is exactly similar to the functionality of byte array is exactly similar to yes Ankit, no problem, is exactly similar to bytes data type but but yes but the but an object of byte array Seema, byte array belongs to C belongs to mutable. One is they are giving under byte category. There are two things are there. One is a mutable category byte array. Byte array belongs to mutable and bytes data type bytes and an object of 1 minute object of byte array and an object of what bytes belongs to immutable. That's it. Everything is same. Bytes belongs to immutable. Byte array belongs to what? Mutable. You want to do some changes, go for byte array. You don't want to do the changes, go for bytes. But organization, everything is same. That is what is my first point. The functionality of byte array is exactly similar to bytes data type, but an object of byte array belongs to mutable and an object of bytes belongs to immutable. Same to same. Let us go to back. I will copy these properties. See, my dear students, how simple it is. I will explain with example. Let me complete my properties. What is this now? Byte array is one of the predefined class treated as a sequence data type. The purpose of byte array data type is that to store the numerical integer values 0 to 256. That is same to same. The bytes data type does not have any symbolic notation for organizing the data, but we can convert the data any other type into to which type? Byte array data type. We use which function? I forget. We use which function? Byte array function. See, my dear students, how simple it is. Byte function, here it is the byte array function. What is the example here? Byte array function of object. Convert into what? Byte array. On the object of byte array, data type, we can perform indexing and slicing operations. Perfect. On the object of byte array, an object of byte array maintains insertion order. In other words, in whichever order we insert the data, in the same order, data will be displayed. An object of byte array belongs to what? Mutable. See that? An object of byte array belongs to mutable. I will show you because it allows us to do the changes. It allows us to do the changes. It allows us to do the changes at what address? Same address it will do. An object of byte array belongs to mutable because it allows us to do the changes at the same address. Same address in another address. Soundarya, what ma? In another address. Third mistake in the class. See ma, please. Right. So coming into the point of it, Here I'm going to give you the clarity on this one. At the same, allows us to do the changes at the same address. Right? Very, very, very easy. So now I'm going to show you the clarity on this area. Let us go. Let us go. All of you come. L is equal to, take the data, 10, 20, 30, 45, 67, 89. This is my data. Print of L, type of L. Okay. List type. I will convert into byte array. How do you convert into byte array? BA is equal to byte array of L. See, everything point to point I am going to say. Earlier I was converted into bytes. Now today I am going to say byte array of L. Be in the online. Byte array of L. Now print. Now it is happily converted. Why? These values are converted into byte array. BA, type of BA, ID of BA. ID of BA. See the data. It is coming in the encrypted format. Class byte array. BA is an object of byte array whose ID is called 2976. Encrypted format. It is in the 2976 byte array is a data type. Okay, sir. Print of what ma? BA of 0, it is going to print the data 10. BA of 1, it is going to print the data 20. BA of -1, it is going to give you the value called what, 89. 89. Vijay, thank you, ma. Thank you. Vijay, thank you. Next, I'm going to give you the clarity on. I want to print the data as it is. See, my dear student, print something like some X in BA. Print. Now it is cursor is waiting. Press one tab. Print of X. See that in whichever order you are entering, in the same order it is maintaining insertion order. Right? Fine. So coming to the point of it, I already told you, ma, bytes, the difference I told you already. I told already this we will use it in the network programming. I told you. This already I told you in the network programming. I told already in the network programming. Difference is what I told you. What difference I told you already. One is belongs to mutable, one is belongs to immutable. I already told you. Again, if you ask what is the difference means, I don't have any words to express. So, byte array syntax. Ajay Kumar, you see the byte array syntax. Please see, my dear student. Please see. My dear student. Byte array syntax. You follow me, please. Right. So coming to the point of it, X, Mr. Prasad Reddy, define X. X is a variable. Is it necessary to define the variable? What is Prasad Reddy? X is supposed to define. Is it a C programming to declare it? Is Python is a dynamically typed programming language or not? Is it explained or not already? What, ma? Please. Now coming to the point of it. Now I want to print the data in reverse order. Colon -1 I'm saying. -1 I'm saying. Print of X. See the data here coming in the reversed order. Now slicing operation you do it. Slicing operation of 2 : something like 4 I'm saying. 2 : something like 5 I'm saying. Let us see this now. Print of X. Now see that 2 : 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 0 to 5 - 1 means like that. 5 - 1 is like that. Now go to the modification. I want to go. Now print, my dear student, print of BA of 0. 10. I want to make it as 153. BA of 0 is equal to 153. Happily it is done. As a print the data once again. From the beginning you print BA. Print the data in encrypted format. Address also you see, my dear student. What is an address? 2976. It is also 2976. Hence, byte array belongs to what? Byte array belongs to what? Same address modification. Byte array belongs to what? Mutable. Excellent. Print the data here. Print the data, my dear student. Print the data, my dear students. So B of, print it. Now print that value K. Print that value. Okay. 1 minute, ma. 1 minute. I'll go for it. Yeah. BA. I will take it as what? BA. For BA, I will say print of that. Print of that BA. Now K, sorry. Okay, now see the data, how it is printed. It is 153 modified or not? 153 modified value is coming like this. It is comes under. Okay, coming to the point of it. Yesterday's class I told you, see how the people are asking. They are asking 2 to 5, explain sir. You only understand ma how the things are. 2:5, explain sir once. It is going to take 2 to what? 5 minus 1. Yesterday only I gave you the example. It is going to give you second element, third element, and fourth elements only will be displayed. Once you read our notes perfectly, you will be perfect in the class. Fine. So let us come back to this example. This example I will carry. This example I will carry. So coming to the point back, here I will bring it. Once you read our notes perfectly, once if we read our class perfectly, so I'm going to give you the clarity on this area here. So I'm going to put it this, let us watch. Byte array, it is called a listed type here. Now coming to this now, converted into this address, I got it. This is an address we have. Indexing I can perform, slicing I can perform, indexing I can perform, slicing I can perform, print of this value. I'm going to give you the value like this. And output is coming, and reversed data is also coming. And this value is also coming here. And this value is also coming to this place. Here it is called 10. And 153 updation is coming. Updation is modified here. You are getting this data here. And then address is going to come. For K in this, of course, this is going to be not necessary. Print K off. Print this data. Updated value printed. At the same address, updation is done. Right? And my dear student, if you want mutability, go for byte array. If you want immutability, go for bytes. Ramesh, you are asking, which is the best you are asking? That is not correct. If you want mutability with encryption, go for byte array. If you want immutability with encryption, go for bytes. Clearly, I am giving that. Right? Fine. So that 3 dots indicates that continuity. 3 dots indicates that it is a continuity. Okay. This is related to which data type? Byte array data type. Today what we learned, ma? Today what we learned in the class? Come on, all of you say. Come on, what we learned in today's class? Come on, my dear students, what we learned in today's class? Byte and byte array. Is it clear on my explanation? All of you? Yes. Fine. In tomorrow's class, when I come back, yes, range data type I will explain. Right, ma? Thank you for your compliments. But only one thing is, please read the notes and come to the class. This is my advice. Tomorrow I will go for the range data type. Okay. Regarding the edit plus. Yes, ma. Somebody is asking regarding edit plus. Whenever you click on edit plus, you are getting like this. Chiranjeevi Reddy, you are getting like this. And there is asking key and all. Don't do anything else. This is called your alert now. So you hold with the mouse and keep it here. Behind the taskbar, you keep it. And do your work. Are you understanding? You need not to pay any money for the edit plus people to do the operations. Understand? Right, finished. So tomorrow's class, we will go for this entire thing. Okay, I will post this doubt I'll post this information in the Google Drive class. People, please download it and get it into that. Okay. Thank you. All the best. Good day. So don't miss tomorrow's sharp 9 o'clock, 10 minutes class will start. Don't miss it. Important concepts will be continued. Okay. Right. All the best. Seema, Vaishnavi, take care of that. See if any exams